What's going on, guys? NoleJP here. How's everyone doing today? So yeah, I've been taking a little break from YouTube for the past 2 weeks, enjoying some summer life, taking a break from gaming overall. There's much more to this world than nukes and great gameplay, so I've been out having fun at the beach, traveling, seeing some friends that I haven't seen in a while, and overall just taking a break from COD. You get pretty burnt out after a while, but taking a nice break gets you energized to get back and start having fun again, and that's what we have going on today. So on my return, I learned that many of you had an opportunity to take part in a nifty 30 rare dupe protected supply drop event, and it appears many of you picked up some pretty sweet weapons that you have probably wanted for quite some time. So with that being said, I thought I would do my next Infinite Warfare video on a best class setup to help you guys get going for this last half of the year as we head towards the next COD. Before we get started, if you guys are not already on board and sub to my channel, please take a second and hit that subscribe button and turn on the alerts to keep up with any new videos that I do. So let's get into today's best class setup. I've been sitting on this one for a while, and honestly guys, for whatever reason, the KBAR was one of my favorite guns to start when Call of Duty Infinite Warfare came out. But then towards the early part of 2017, I couldn't shoot the gun to save my life. It was almost like Black Ops 2 where I lost my touch with the MSMC, then magically found my aim again and started wrecking house. Today we'll run through my best class setup and dream crushing setup for the KBAR Invective out of the orange epic category. This is actually my first epic variant that I've done a best class setup on. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've said numerous times that epics don't mean the best. Spending a lot of time picking up nukes, I'm the biggest fan of legendary guns, but going for XXX-Juggernaut medals with epic guns is also a lot of fun as well. In the background is gameplay I picked up just the other day that I joined in pretty late on Throwback Dom, but still managed to pick up the Juggernaut medal, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But let's talk about how I set up this gun to get those Juggernaut medals, which by the way is very cool for me, but 30 kills in a row and no one knows that you get it during the game. It's like getting a nuke in Black Ops 2. It's like, yay for me, but the game just really goes on, and it's no different unless you post it up here on YouTube and let you guys see what happened. The KBAR-32 Invective, guys, it's a tank. If you've just picked up this gun or have been playing it for a while, you know what I mean. Our title bar tells us we get the Jawbreaker add-on for the bonus headshot damage and less towards the legs, which is okay because I tend to aim mid to high on the enemy anyway, so that's really great for me. And stability for reduced recoil, which stacks with foregrip. So from a base level, we get pretty decent stats, including a 4-point bump on accuracy from stability and the 6-point bump to damage with the Jawbreaker. This works well because it saves us from having to waste some attachments that might otherwise be needed. My setup always attaches the quick draw, giving a +3 accuracy, and foregrip for another +6 accuracy, and finally stock, giving a +5 to mobility. It's so much easier to run an assault rifle like a submachine gun by putting on stock, so you guys add it into your classes, your games will be so much better if you're playing with assault rifles. No red dots or other sights on this variant. The upside down V-shaped reticle is perfect for this weapon, and let me say a big improvement over that little plus sign you get with the bunker buster. I don't know why, but that little plus sign just drives me crazy. I really wish you could change the base reticles, but without burning slots, but hey, that's just me. I don't build the game, I just play it. So here is the updated stats, and if you've watched any of my other best class setup videos, we always shoot for 75 point levels on each line, and we've basically achieved it here. You really don't have to push things up towards the 80s or 90s, because if you're good with your aim, the other levels just kind of add to it, and it becomes like an 80 to 90 gun when you have a better aim. So to finalize the setup, I go with my standard perk setup, which is Ghost and Dexterity on the blues, Scavenger for that non-stop ammo supply on the green, and Staying Quiet as always with the Dead Silence. Powerful perk package setup in my opinion. To top off the class, I've also started to run a new rig setup with Warfighter. In many of my past videos, I was always using Synoptic for the rewind ability to keep myself alive and go for nukes, but I actually found myself having so much more success with Warfighter because not only can you bust out the claw weapon if you get into a mess of a situation where you need to beat down the other team really quickly, but I am also in love with the ping trait. I don't know why I haven't used this the whole time, but if you guys haven't used it, or haven't used it in a while I should say, the ping trait sends out a quick ping circle every time you pick up a kill right in the area where you're at. Think back to MW3 days with the little portable radar that you could sling out into an area and it just keeps pinging away non-stop. Same concept with this, except that you only get a single ping when you kill an enemy. I love it because when you're in a gun battle, you're obviously focused on what's in front of you, and if you get that kill, the ping gives you the dot to your side or behind you, can instantly make a turn and play on the other enemy and hopefully lay them out and get the kill. Such a powerful advantage to have a radar when you need it at any given time. To make this rig setup work even better, I have my perk set on the rare trio of UAV Pack Rat, Counter UAV Roach, and Gecko Advanced UAV. It's basically running around with point gathering, non-stop radar help, and it can be pretty much cycled multiple times per map. It's a really, really awesome and very, very powerful setup if you're going for high score gameplays. The best thing I can recommend to you guys who are getting started with this Invective variant is to learn to control your recoil. Anything that fires fast aside from LMGs is going to have recoil, and the K-bar can sway a little bit too when you fire nonstop. If you guys can work on your aim, the gun does the rest of the work for you. So like I said before, the Invective is an absolute tank, and if you guys take my advice with this class setup, I think you'll have an awesome success and some really better gameplays coming forward. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments below if you've picked up some great gameplays with this or have tried this class setup and it had good success for you. I definitely like to hear your guys' feedback because it shows me that what I'm doing is something you guys can learn from, and that's what I'm all about here on YouTube. I'm not out there to, you know, be boisterous and everything like that. I'm just a guy having fun, trying to help you guys get better the same way that I learned to get better by others in the past who taught me how to play. So with that, guys, I'll leave you to watch the end of the gameplay. Not all my gameplays are winning gameplays via the score, but the value of my gameplays and the numbers I put up matter to me most. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of this class. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this class setup, and definitely subscribe to the channel as I'll be dropping more class setups and new gameplays as we go forward this summer. You guys make my channel what it is and where it's become, so I appreciate all the support. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and I will catch you on my next video.
Defeated. This can't happen again.